Hey everybody, Doug here from 2 Plus Tough, and today I'm going to be playing some Mordheim, City of the Damned from 2015. Thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to say a little quick note here that this is not a video game channel per se. This is just a hang out with Doug when you can per se kind of channel. And so this whole week, things are kind of crazy out in the world right now, obviously. And I want to do more content, but I also need to keep my sanity, basically. And so this allows me to do that by being able to interact with folks and not lose my mind, with all the stuff going on. So let me see. Let me just make sure everything's working here on my end, and we'll go ahead and hop in. It'll be a good time. We got Blight's Creek in the chat. Hello, hello. Tell me if you can see and hear me okay. Perfect. Okay, I think we're set. Just about. Let me check one more thing. Dashboard. All right. Cool, I'm calling it good to go. All right, you're fine. All right, cool. Got a lot of good feedback. Cool, so yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to start a new warband, doing it together. And as the weapon sounds and that kind of stuff go down, let me know if you can hear okay. So we have vampires, we got Skaven, but we are going for Chaos Undivided. We're going to start at the bottom. We're going to work our way to the top.
Ambition and your desire. I can see it rising from your
And I'm a little upset right off the bat that we don't have a female version of that sorceress.
You must know what.
We'll go through that. And so we need to make a warband. This music's a little loud to me. Let me turn my own microphone down, or my own earbuds down. So, we got this loser. This loser, that's Doug. He's going to be wearing black because he's Chaos Undivided. Let's see. We need some strong muscle. And we're gonna skew a little bit towards melee. Hope they make a Warkai computer game in the future. Oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah, this is a great format for that. Especially because, they wouldn't have to be tied so much to the original format. Like, they could have the same complexity. They would just create it and be able to do whatever they wanted. They didn't have to be like, oh, we need to make this just like Mordheim, So now we got a warband. Let's pick a fight. Wait, did I mess something up? Oh, campaign, that's what I was looking for. Just like, what? Let's see. Weird Stone Rush. We have Hunter and Prey. Both war. So if you have never played Mordheim City of the Damned before, what it does is it gives you this map and a few locations. There's 1, 2, 3, and they really do briefly tell you what the mission's going to be like. So for example, this one, Hunter and Prey, both warbands divide into 3 strike teams. This is the same thing. This one is one warband is caught exploring a building, while the other divides into 3 strike teams. We're going to go with that one. And we are good, and we're going to deploy ourselves. There's an option to let the computer deploy for you, but it's a terrible idea.
While they are dispersed and distracted, you deploy.
Let's see. Hey Doug, I was just watching your corn playlist. Absolute fire. Oh, thank you so much. Got my little phone here with my comments here, so I'm looking over here at it. Love this game. Bought this game, but sucked at it. It took me a while. Like I watched a lot. Okay, so I'm the dude who got split up. Let me check the map here. So we have these guys. I got that space up to the top right and a space to the bottom right. And they're probably all going to be in this building. So, what do I want to do? I want to have my fastest guys down here, because I want them to rush and get that. I only have like 5 dudes, right? So that means I can do a group of 3. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll throw the tougher ones up here, and they'll head south. The 3 other guys will be down here. The faster ones, they'll snag this crap, and then we'll be all together, because being separated in this game is terrible. And we'll make it happen. So, this is my leader with a lot of movement. And here we are. Okay. Here is my henchman. He's kind of like the second in command. But he's also a very tough fighter, so I'm actually going to have him up here, and he's going to move south. Bow and arrow boy. Yeah, we'll put him here. Doug, do you know Gaslands, a tabletop Mad Max skirmish game with Hot Wheels cars? It has been suggested to me, and everything in that sentence appeals to me. I could say that much. Okay, that's definitely a trap there on the right, so we're going to avoid that. Now, I actually am not sure if I want to go inside this building. What's nice is to kind of simulate like being able to take back a move to like measure things out. You can move and then kind of unmove that distance, which is nice. So it looks like the bulk of the stone that I need is in this building. That's not good. Oh, that sucks. And it even took up a bit of my movement. Aha. Oh, it's like a millimeter out of my range. Oh, that's okay. It has been it's been a bit since I played this game. I got to get back into it. So, bear with me as I remember the controls and what all the stances do and whatnot. Okay, so this is Boss Hog up here. His job is he's basically just going to charge like south. So, what's probably the fastest and easiest way is through this courtyard out to this side. It'll also give me cover if whoever I'm fighting has some ranged. Perfect. This game looks and feels a lot like Bloodborne. I've never tried Bloodborne. I'm gonna check that out. Davis MMA says, I'm getting Jack to teach me Total War. Been consuming my game time. Nice. Yeah, this is my biggest thing with video games, honestly. And the closest I come to breaking that is probably Blood Bowl. But, like, for me, it's just important for me to, like, I can stop a game and walk away whenever I want. I don't know why, like, very few times in my life has anything ever happened where it's like, I need to immediately stop what I'm doing. But I just like, you know, you're playing, oh, for example, he'll go to Overwatch just in case someone comes in that door. If you're playing, like, Skyrim, right? Some guy could be swinging a sword, you can pause it right before it hits you, and you can walk away from that game, which is nice. I like it. Okay, and I see there's that bit over there to the left, so he's going to be right here. Let's see. Oh, Bloodborne is soul destroying. Is it because it's hard? Because I'm not into those games where it's hard just for the sake of being hard. Okay, next round. Who am I playing against? You can tell by the icon on their thing. So what is that? Wolf
A
pack.
new round has started.
Okay, we'll scavenge. Got some weird stone.
Objectives updated.
Now with all his movement, we should be able to explore around a little bit and see. There should be a scavenge bag and more weird stone in here, but I wonder if it's like trapped upstairs and we have to find like a ramp or something up there. Sometimes it's difficult to get into these buildings. Can't open doors. That's definitely a trap. Oh, here's the stairs. Okay. Was not seeing them. So there's that one, and there's the second one. We'll get this one first.
Objectives updated.
Yep, okay. That should, yeah, he'll be able to grab this. Ooh, a great axe, which probably doesn't help us very much, but we can sell it. Oh, and this turd's in the way. That's okay. He's got the movement that he can catch up. Question. Hey, what's up, you? I love the Lovecraftian feel of Bloodborne. I'm going to move my phone over here so I can talk into the mic when I say hello, hello. Oops, sorry. I knocked the the mouse around. Sorry about that. Weird view for a hot second. Do you know if by chance Discount Games Inc. is still operational with the recent updates? I need to message Jay. I actually do not know for certain. So I don't want to give an answer. My understanding is the post is still working. Okay, so we got some Empire Bros and they're coming down this way. That's okay. We spotted 2 of them. That's good for us. I'm trying to plan this out. I'm basically going to... oh, I should pick my fight somewhere around here, I think. Because we're doing... Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Pulling an Ed Sheeran. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna leave, yeah, we'll catch him in this corner. I think that sounds like a good plan. I asked a friend if I should get it in the Steam sale. He said burn $7 and punch myself in the crotch instead. I like that.
Objectives updated.
That's right. So the objectives in this one is we're trying to gather. Oh, sorry, you're all stuck there. Why are you not letting me? There we go. That was strange. This game is kind of like XCOM, isn't it? You know, I've actually been thinking about getting into XCOM because I like Infinity, and this is supposed to be very similar from what I've heard. So we're going to have him stand just like an inch forward and ambush. So this way, if someone comes in, this chump will run up and touch him and spare my big axe boy. Whereas, oh no, totally a trap. Well, actually, I'll put this here just in case someone comes through that corridor and they try to be sneaky. What faction are you playing, Doug? This is the Chaos Warband. And they start off a little, I'm going to say vanilla, and get more interesting as they go, because eventually they'll start getting mutations and things like that, all kinds of crazy cool, you know, everything we love about Chaos and Games Workshop properties. Yeah, why not? And question. So Doug, I saw you getting into Seraphon. Any friendly tips in terms of playing? You know, honestly, I have not. Well, I've played against them once when Jack was playing it, but that was still the first weekend, like when we got the battle tome, like early. So no, not specifically. See, he's an ambush stance, isn't he? Let me think on this. Okay, so their big bad is coming down the center. That's like their champion dude. What I want to do is get up there and get some of this flippin' weird stone. Okay. So I'm thinking... Huh. That's okay. It's alright. Sometimes there's just enough of a gap so you can charge them without getting countered by their countercharge. Or their ambush, I mean. He's gonna dodge. So yeah, as far as Seraphon goes, no, I don't really have any specific things. So the buddy, so Jack, who ran them, he did Starborn. I think he took one of the constellations, but I'm not sure. Did super well, you know. I mean, anytime Lords of Space and Time is an incredible ability. Like, it is a game-changing ability. That cannot be underestimated. And he's gonna go out. We're not gonna shoot, but he is gonna overwatch just in case anyone else comes into range. I want to shoot my own dude in the back of the head. They're super good. I'm trying to find ways to make Coalesced as interesting, frankly. I mean, lore-wise, they are, I think, more interesting, but in terms of gameplay, like, just to be able to teleport is, it's freaking huge. You would dodge that. I'm about 2 days away from running a tournament against myself. Totally understood. That's probably his general. I see the little feather hat. Yep, definitely is. Okay, we need to get this boy over here. Strength in numbers is what it's all about. Unfortunately, I don't have a direct line to be able to charge, but I can put him in ambush if the captain runs forward. Next time, I can snag him. And so, if you just missed what happened, the penalty... So spellcasting is super brutal in this game. Like, it's really hard to do spells. Or not necessarily hard, but rather there's a lot of consequences for it, and so... My guy cast a spell last turn and it made him stupid. And so now he's struggling to survive. My friend is giving me a 40k Chaos Army for free, but I never played 40k. Does anyone have any tips for 40k you could give a noob like me? Honestly, a lot of the mechanics are going to seem very familiar to you. And that's a good thing. He's going to back up just a smidge. He'll end his turn there. What I would say, honestly, is just play a bunch of games. Like, it depends on what kind of player you play against in terms of like how they're building their armies, that kind of stuff. You always got to play the mission. You always got to play the scenario. Oh man, him getting that crit on me was real bad. Ooh, that was good though. Okay. Dang it. There you go. That sounds fair. You turd.
A new round has started.
Blitzkrieg gives the best advice there is, which is don't build every single option ever. It's actually what I'm struggling with my Gene Stealer cult, who I really do like. I've played them in Kill Team with my buddy Ben. I'm still building to get them to have a full 2K army, but the thing is, whoever built them, yeah, they went for every weapon option under the sun. Good. So we took out his head, not his leader, but his. We'll take these. Maybe we can sell them. Let's see. His champion has not gone yet, so I am not in a rush to get my champion into combat. So I'm just going to stand here with the dodge stance. There's no sense in rushing him into combat where he can't punch anybody, and then these two dudes get to swing at him. Ugh, not great shots either way. There we go. And yeah. My Imperial Guard, I'll never build out into a 40k army. Yeah, there's a lot of that where it's like, do I really want to do like a full-blown army, that kind of stuff? I don't know. Ooh, parry, nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Never get attached to anybody in this game. My goodness. But that's why I didn't throw my champ in there all willy-nilly. Boom! Dadgum, that was a good one. That was weird. We'll just take whatever we can get.
Objectives updated.
Okay, so he still has this guy and another guy somewhere running amok. So I'm kind of debating at this point, because I can pretty handily take out his leader this next coming round. And so I'm wondering if I should have someone like run out and try and get some more Weirdstone, but The nearest bit is in that house, and there's nothing else near it. That's a tough call. He'll go out there and he'll just try.
A new round has started.
Gonna try and bless the weapons of my tanky dude, or my champion. Of course, you normally wouldn't put your wizard in the combat, but what I'm trying to do is get him to break, basically. Are savage orcs elite? No, very much not. Not at all. They are the opposite of elite. They are cheap as chips and amazing. They are really good, though. I will say that. I would definitely say that Iron Jaws are the more elite side of orcs, but in comparison of those two. But that's still saying a lot, because that's a lot of bodies. Is there another floor? I'm just not... Oh, there is another floor, isn't there? Oh, you passed a success. Okay. James Kuhn, Doug, what do you think of Games Workshop bringing back Warhammer Fantasy and Kislev as a playable faction? Go one at a time on that one. As far as them bringing back fantasy battles, a lot of people really love that IP, and I'm glad that they have it. As far as Kislev, I don't know anything about it. Like I've said before, I played for like maybe 8 months or so. Yeah, it's about 8 months before AOS dropped. So I don't know anything about them, but I know some YouTubers are like, "Oh my God, they're women," which that it is what it is. What you got? What you got? What you got? Oh, he's got some weird stone. Nice. He's got a hammer. That's all I can take from him.
Updated.
Now, it's not guaranteed that they're going to break at this point, but they have 2 dudes left and their hero's dead. Yep, failure. Okay. So that was a win. All I lost was one little dude. Would you rather appear on the Maury Pulpit show or the Jerry Springer show? Oh, Maury. Because I know that I'm not the father. Most valuable warrior, enemies out of action. Nice. Doug, there's an Adepticon camp project where you paint 1 Space Marine and or 1 Stormcast, and next year Adepticon will be raffles. Oh, okay, cool. Brain trauma. He's not worth keeping around for 3 days. He's a nobody. We'll get rid of him. That was a particularly meager mission in terms of income. So we're gonna fire brain trauma boy. wasn't him, I don't think. Injured, yeah. Fire him. Let's see. If I wanted to try this game, is there a good guide? Not really, honestly. There's a steep learning curve. There's not really a great guide. And the thing is, it's a game from like 2015, so like not a lot of people are talking about it.
Shipment has been requested.
There's tutorials in game 0. Okay, let's see if we can find a better mission here. Okay, at least all the weird stone stuff is average. So I'm going to look at the missions here. One more band divides in 3 strike teams. Same thing as last time. One is deployed tightly around its wagon. The other one's scattered randomly around the area. Okay, so you have 2 that are basically the same as the last one, but they have a higher reward. Okay, so yeah, let's do, well, tell you what, we need to upgrade these dudes first. He has a skill point. Bump up that. We want our bow and arrow sniper equivalent to be alert. And for him, we're actually going to buff agility. So agility in this game is fantastic for light armored people. It allows you a better chance of dodging and everything. All right, there we go. Yeah, let's do that. Watch it deploy.
A hideous manifestation frightened your warriors and scattered your warband. Before you could regroup, an enemy warband arrived and deployed patrols to intercept your warriors.
Hmm. Does that mean I'm in the building? Oh no, it means I don't get to deploy. Okay, so the mission is we have to grab 55% of the weird stone. So we have to grab 9 pieces total. Anyone have opinions on bound spells from the Seraphon? Not strong opinions, but I like it. I like it as a mechanic. I can't decide if I like... Well, I can't decide if I like the Seraphon version or the Cities of Sigmar where they're always on their best. I know that, like, conventional wisdom would tell you that the Seraphon's better because it can't come back at you, but I think it's just cool and they can go crazy. Okay. Where's their camp? Oh, they're, like, right down here. Okay. Huh. So I kind of want to have a speedy guy run and go grab as much as he can over here. I'll do that, I think. The rest of them are going to come down to the center, and we're going to take over this area right here. Yeah. Okay. So, he's my fastest character, my leader. So he's going to go for it. Because he doesn't offer much in the way of combat. I think I'm gonna go to the right first. Oh, that's all I got. Okay. I like to be brash with my heroes, so yeah. Get out there and do something stupid. Who am I playing against? Oh, you know what? I just made a terrible mistake. I'm playing against Eshin, and they are fast AF. That was a bad decision. Come on, take your turn. My God. Huh. I must have misunderstood the mission explanation, because I thought they had to be like one person was scattered, the other person wasn't. So this seems strange. My general attitude when it comes to playing against Skaven is just kill them and try to survive. How many different factions? There's 6, I think. Let's see, I could hook this way. I'm just outside of charge range. Fortune favors the bold, that's right. That's kind of, it's generally how I am in all video games. My favorite way to play Halo is like just getting a shotgun and just jumping straight into the enemy and just be like, haha! Oh, perfect, look at that. He gave me a nice little sniper's roost right there. What do you predict will come out of the Sons of Behemoth? I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Because, like, they don't really have much in the way of a model line, per se. That's weird. Usually it shows like a little ring around him if he's, Ooh. Well, that guy took it on the chin. Let's see. Man, they put me in the worst spot. No, I can't get into combat this round. That sucks. That one dude, I'm sure he's dead.
A new round has started.
You know, I'm gonna give up on the hunt for Weirdstone. We're just gonna go. Let's think about this. So, basically, his entire warband's gonna get to go before I get to do my guys because they're so much faster. So I'm not going to engage his leader quite yet. But I am going to buff... Yeah, Big Hoss. And the other guy, who's not in combat. Again, I'm just writing the dude off. The guy who the leader got in combat with, their Skaven leader, he's just gone. He's toast. As far as the Sons of Behemoth, I'm not quite sure. Like, for Gargantuans to me to be like truly interesting, I think they need more choices. Oh, we almost cut that guy in twain. Holy smokes. So I'm not quite sure. You know, if we get new giant kits, I'd be all about that. I'm not really a huge fan of the current Gargant one. So I don't know. Like ideally, I would love like a, you know, a Knight Titans version of an Age of Sigmar army. Like that's what I think about when I hear Gargant army. So we'll see. It'd be nice to have you know, one of those kind of more hyper elite armies that isn't kind of a niche thing like picking, you know, only Beast Claw Raider units and that kind of stuff. Boom. Hey, he brought me some weird stone. That's nice. Good for you.
Objectives updated.
Unfortunately, that does kind of screw with my plans. I'm going to put him in combat here. We're going to see if we can make this guy too scared to fight. Skaven run away pretty easily. It's kind of their jam. Ooh, a chaos run. That's right, Andrew. Yeah, hanging out, doing some chaos stuff. Who are we going to shoot? So we can shoot... There's the leader... Is that my only target? Yeah. Boom. Not the biggest fan of the bow, but I don't want to do all melee because that's what my oh, what were they? The Sisters of Sigmar or whatever it was. That's what they were, just all pure melee, and I was like, Ooh, a shuriken.
Objectives updated.
Okay. How far in are you? This is literally the second game. Yeah, we played one against, like, you know, the Empire dudes. Won that pretty handily. The problem is the first... I feel like the first couple games, they really give you some softball missions that are not the most interesting. Let's see. Yeah. If it was any other enemy... I would have my leader guy run up here and go get some weird stone or something like I was going to do. But because it's Skaven, they can traverse insane distances in a single run. And that makes it real difficult. So he's going to do weapon... He's going to bless the weapons of... Champ. Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. So that was... It wasn't technically a miscast. All melee is my jam. Yeah, it's what I did for a while, so I want to try something a little different, but I don't want to go the route of like Witch Hunters, which leans exceptionally hard into having the dual pistol wielding guys. Like, they lean so hard. Ooh, that was a good one. Interesting. Why have the assassin run past me? Maybe he's like a dart thrower, so he doesn't want to be in combat, but... Boom. Take this little tub out. About to be a dead rat. Sucks to suck. What if zombie apocalypse happens now? I mean, I just sit at home, wait for him to come get me. I think the gutter runner had warp pistols. That would make sense. I was like, why are you running?
A new round has started.
Ooh, sad day. There we go. Ooh, they passed their route test. That's awesome. Let's loot the leader. He doesn't really have much, but we can sell a bit of this. Ugh, there's treasure right there. No, I want the Skaven dead. I hate fighting against Skaven. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, at least he's punching me, not the leader. And I can't see the target from here, but what's inside this building? Hey, there's some treasure. Yeah. I'll have this guy waste some time. 20 crowns, that'll pay pretty much for the entire crew. All right. Now, here's the funny thing. So in this game, if I were to put this warrior, right on this guy, I have room, I can engage him. If he fails a leadership test, he normally, there's two options. Basically, if he can run away, these two fighters get to make like a free strike on him, and he runs and flees. If he can't run away, then they don't get the free strikes, which is lame. He just doesn't get to activate. So I'm going to have this guy run.
A new round has started.
And what does weapons do again? Okay. And everyone else in this chat, have a glorious day. Take it easy, Hugh. See you later. Ooh, where's he going? Oh, jeez. You were not kidding. He does, in fact, have the warp lock pistols. Where did he go that whole time, then? He was away for like 2 turns. Okay, so he fails. Oh, there still wasn't enough room. That's okay. Yep, he'll scavenge. Man, this guy is loaded. Oh wait, that dumped me out on the opposite side. We don't want to go that way, we want to go out the other door. Now I think... Oh, there he is. Turd. Huh.
Objectives updated.
I forgot his pockets are full. I gotta find a container I can drop stuff in or something like that. I guess there is one inside the house, but that's still a pain in the butt to get in there.
A new round has started.
He's not carrying anything. I'm trying to milk this because they haven't run away, which normally they would. So I'm trying to milk it to get as much weird stuff as possible. Paladin demo, yes, chaos. That guy might go down. Ooh, look at that. Okay, he's fine. We're good for another turn. We can go, chose not to counterattack. Without breaking eye contact, he's going to stare at that dude and shoot him right in the face. I always try to dump as much stuff in my cart before I go anywhere. Yeah, I didn't, I thought it was the other guy who was carrying all the stuff. But that's okay. Now he can run around and charge the range attack dude.
A new round has started.
There we go.
Objectives updated. Objectives updated.
Everyone, would you rather have a 3-hit and 4 save or 4 hits and 3 save? No, I need you to explain that a bit more. Like, what do you mean by save?
Objectives updated.
Because, like, one is like a save profile on your guy's armor. And, oh, you're asking, like, would I rather be more attacky than more defensive-y? There's a lot of other things to consider in that equation. Like, are those hits any good? If not, I go with the save. If the hits are, like, quality. Yeah, at this point I feel pretty confident. Yeah, we just took him out.
The decadent trappings of order shall be cast down. The triumph of
Nice.
chaos is inevitable. The Shadow Lord will remember his
Yeah,
loyal
amen.
servants, and they will have a place in the coming darkness.
I think what he means, based on his second thing, is that would you rather have a 3 to hit and 4 to wound, or a 4 to hit and 3 to wound? Noah, tell me if that's correct. Because if so, mathematically they're exactly the same, except that certain factions buff other things. Like Stormcasts have a lot of, I think it's hit modifiers. So, oh, severed leg. Oh, that sucks. Generally speaking, I want a better to hit roll because there's a lot more negative modifiers to hitting than there is negative modifiers to wounding. Okay. Unfortunately, we didn't meet the requirements for that second goal. Man. Buddy, you're fired. I'm sorry. Oh, he's the one who just went up, got at a free point. You know what? He's gonna go into reserve. Let me see if I remember how to do this. Here we go. But, you know, this way now we have a revolving meat shield door of all the guys who need to heal up. We're going to take a hot second. We're just going to go through here. I want him to be good at spellcasting, so we'll do intelligence. That staff is fine. All seems good. He doesn't have any skill points. Okay. He's my tank. He's going to get some heavy armor. Sorry, I'm just reading through here. I'm giving them ace. The big spawn farm up north, exactly. Oh yeah, what do they get in the store? Nothing really interesting. Okay. I'll be honest, I don't really like double-handed weapons. Just the amount of times they miss because they have a minus negative thing to hit. So frustrating. And bodyguard, he got to go up. Make him dodgy. Cool. Boom, double swords. All right, there we are.
New hired swords are available.
What do we got for Weirdstone? We're at 33. Weight requested 75. Okay. So I'll tell you what. I'll give this little chat here in case people are curious about what the fundamental idea of Mordheim is. You have a warband that you are trying to keep alive. It's a very dangerous game in terms of, like, you're going to go through characters a lot. Like, I've already fired a guy. People die, like permadeath, that kind of stuff on some of these characters. Even your leader is not immune to that. And the way that the campaign works is, one, you are playing these random skirmish games in an attempt to defeat your enemies, of course, but also to harvest this resource called Weirdstone, this green rock that I've been picking up. The reason you need to do that is because ignore these two for right now towards the left, but up here in the top left it says the Shadow Lords primary faction. These are the people who basically pay your leaders wages, and they say, hey, listen, you need to get us Weirdstone, that's why we sent you out there. So they have requested 75 pounds of Weirdstone. You can see on the right here we've accumulated over these games 33 pounds. So we have 9 days, meaning 9 missions, to accumulate the remainder, which shouldn't be a problem. I don't know, we'll see. And yeah, so we're good to go. Your dudes will be mashed up real bad. Yeah, they get I'll go show you my sister's a Sigmar one. I have a girl that's just like mangled. She's got like one eye, brain damage, she's missing an arm, missing a leg. Rough, but I refuse to get rid of her because she's my favorite. So yeah, and that's what you're doing. So basically you can pay your boss and just keep playing the game, or if you give it to these secondary factions, which are basically like the black market kind of, they'll give you extra bonuses throughout your campaign. So it can definitely be worthwhile. The longer you play, the more Weirdstone they require of you, so it does get progressively more like hard to meet those deadlines. And I have found that I'm generally always broke. However, these units are so much cheaper than Sisters of Battle that I've never had that much money in my stash with the Sisters of Sigmar. So yeah. Which is weird from Skaven. Oh, like having a boss or like that? Nah, it's not weird. So yeah, that's basically what's up. So we can also hire what are called hired swords. Really simply, it's just you can buy people with experience. This guy, that first guy, already has a mutation. Got horns coming out of his head. We'll see. Both Warband just scattered randomly.
Small groups of enemy warriors have been discovered across the area, scattered in fright. Before they can regroup, you break your warband into 3 patrols to intercept and engage your disorganized rivals.
So they're scattered. We are in 3 groups, I think, is what I just read from that. Okay, and it's against Sisters of Sigmar. Ooh. What's the side mission? Oh shoot, look at this. This is the best part, is sometimes some of these maps have huge, all the Weirdstone is just in one place. Okay. Yeah, I need my best boys up here. This guy's named Wade. I like it. Yeah. So the one thing I can't stress enough when it comes to this game is to have a plan. There's no timer, nothing like that, so don't worry about it. So here's the view of the map. Okay, it's huge, and this is pretty common. Huge swaths of this map are not even going to be touched. We don't care about them. They're dead to us. They don't have weird stone, and there's no treasure or none of that, so don't worry about it. Wherever the action's focused, focus on that. So for this example, I want a piece of all this weird stone. But my enemy is right here in the center. My understanding from the description of the mission was they are scattered amongst this building here, and we surrounded them, which is fine. So I'm going to have my leader and a champ move upward to get a bunch of weird stone, and then basically just stay alive. And then all the rest of my dudes, the other two guys down here, are going to come in for reinforcements. The computer always matches however many warriors you have. So I have 5. They also have 5. It's pretty simple. It's how it goes. And so you can keep a pretty good track of what's going on based on that. So he needs to turn to the left, to the left. Okay. No harm in seeing what the treasure is as we pass through the building. Nope. Not worth it. We have our eye on the prize. We're gonna go get us some weird stone. Nice. Here's that fat piece first. There we go. Clusters are worth a lot more than the other bits. Sometimes gets a little bit awkward to try and get them in there. So Tech, hey. Thought I'd try to see how the other half lived, you know. The lazy side of YouTubing where we just play games all the time. Just kidding. Just kidding, buddy. How are you doing? Yeah, confirm my turn. Can't just leave a barrel of Bugman's on the ground. Well, so what Bugman's does is it helps with like fear test. It's like, I mean, in a perfect world, I shouldn't be taking fear in all alone tests. So, what's the most quick way to get through this? Is it cutting through here? Can't quite reach it. That's all right. There's a vampire faction now? Yes. Yep. You say now, this is like a 5-year-old game, but yes. Yes, there's a vampire faction. They're interesting. You know, just like you would expect from vampires, a lot of chumps. And then your actual vampires, like, they just have access to just, like, everything. Like, they can do whatever they want. All the weapons, all the powers, everything. Huh. So here's what I'm debating. Okay. He's right here. I can see their leader. And my side mission, like my bonus objective, is to take out this character, their champion, which shouldn't be hard because they're kind of sending her out in the open. So I'm thinking I'm going to have my archer move up, take a shot at her, hopefully do something. And then basically the rest of the warband's going to focus on fire and killing her. But the idea is, by doing this, I'm hoping to pull some of them to the south, you know, away, get the heat off my leader a little bit. We'll see how that pans out. I have a bad feeling about this. And that's the boss. She's going to come pulverize me. That's okay. It was part of the plan. To whoever said that they like melee, I think they call him a maiden, whatever the leader name is for Sisters of Sigmar. They are beastly, like, in melee. Absolutely. It's got to be a more efficient way we can walk this. I guess not. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. So what that does is it takes up one of her actions, basically. Actually, no, I did want to be engaged with her. I'm going to send him back to support the other two, because I'll need him to help carry some weird stone, but also that champion, who is the second objective, is going to come around that corner. Let me ask you this, actually,
A new round
for the folks
has
who are
started.
watching, would you be interested at all in seeing like an introduction or tutorial series? Not a full deep dive type thing, but just kind of like enough basics to get you playing if you want to play with me. Oh, that sucks. Let's see. Cold shoulder, you're too kind. Still waiting. Keith, that is actually on PlayStation 3 at least too. I don't know if it's on Xbox, but I saw it on PlayStation. As for Lamash Sotek, like, I'm gonna be doing the Necromundo. Well, if and when it ever comes out, they haven't talked about it in forever. There's been absolutely no info on that one. Okay, so this is the target that I'm hunting. She's headed south, unfortunately. That sucks. That's alright. So if you guys didn't see that, she definitely has an arrow stuck in the back of her head from when I shot her with the archer. So she's blessing all the warriors nearby. Oh, I can't attack the other lady. Dang it. It is but a scratch. Oh, that's not good. This guy's having a rough time. Tell you what, we're at... Oh, dadgum, I didn't even see her there.
A new round has started.
Well, yeah. Bummer. It sucks. I'm in the wrong combat. I got everything committed over here, but I need to be getting this guy out of there. I may have totally botched this mission. I don't know what's going on with those other ones in the shack. She fails her all alone test. Loses a turn. I can live with that. She's gonna kill him. Yep. For me, it didn't get so much. Oh, you like Left 4 Dead? Left 4 Dead's pretty darn fun. Come on.
A new round has started.
You need to get her dead so that we can focus on setting up a good defense, because now we're outnumbered greatly. Good. Oh, that's right. He's loaded to the gills with weird stone. Okay, leader who's about half alive. I'll put him here so that he's too fat for anyone else to fit through the doorway. We'll basically bottleneck him. Don't want to do that though. I don't really have a choice. Because they'll be able to get more guys on me than I can on them, so... Okay. This might already be in the gutter. Let's see if we can pull it out. I'm not even worried about the secondary objective, but I would love it. I just don't know if they're going to throw her first. I don't even know where she came from. Oh, geez, she went all the way around the entire building. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that coming at all.
A new round has started.
They keep throwing these chumps at me. They're doing a great job of using chaff. There's things a crit that didn't knock her down. And she should be coming right up. Yep, there she is. That's the one I need to kill. I will say, for the most part, the AI in this game is pretty good. Oh, jeez.
Your
I'm just gonna walk up.
morale is critically low.
Good. Repent.
A new round has started.
Oh. Bad leadership. Both as a stat and on me. Bummer.
Divest yourself of mercy and pity. They serve only to weaken your determination. It is only the strong who will earn a place in the glory of chaos.
Okay, so he survived. I got an underdog bonus. That's cool. Okay. Fortunate return. Okay, so that's my champion. Having fallen out of action, caught behind you in the bout, this warrior eventually returns to the warband. However, some equipment may be left behind. Okay, so we lost that. It looks like he got some kind of mutation. His chest is growing eyes. That's interesting. Very Zinchi. Skull fracture. Recovery time 5 days. Dang it.
Outstanding.
Well, I have plenty of money to buy another one.
Chaos gods favor you.
He got some kind of mutation. We'll check that out in a sec. Oh, brain trauma. 3 days.
Outstanding. The gods are with you.
This guy was a boss. Yeah. Full recovery. All right.
Your warband is getting stronger.
Nice. I have gained one more henchman slot. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, let's get everybody paid. Grinder ain't done with them yet. That's exactly right. So now I got some hard decisions to make. So I have plenty of money. Like, this is some of the cheapest warbands. And that's kind of the problem. Well, not the problem. It's a difficulty if you play, like, the campaign from square one with some of these, because they're cheap as chips, but you have to earn and unlock those spaces in your warband, like you can see right here, before you can actually, like, use the, you know, the, all the tools you have available to you. Just have too many bodies available, but you can't really do anything with them. Now, the thing is, we only have 8 more days. Oh, never mind. They let me keep all the Weirdstone because the guys carrying it survived for the most part. So actually, we already met our quota, so that's actually good. So at this point, I could totally send off the Weirdstone and then buy one of these guys who's like a true rock star. And I think I'm going to do that. So let me show you how that works. So go to our Smuggler's Den. And now we can choose. You can really divvy it up by the ounce how you want to send the Weirdstone out. So we have to send at least 75. So we'll send that. You know what? We'll give it all. Not a very big haul, unfortunately. That's all right. We got some coin in the bank. And I'm going to flood them with melee attacks. That's how we're going to get this done. let me just go through. It's really important between games to go through and update all your guys' stats. So let's see. We got agility, make him better at dodging. We're going to give him that. Confirm it. Crank his weapon skill up. That and ballistic skill, because he's got the bow. Now we can change it to have any weapon he wants to carry, but he's got the bow, and I'm not really opposed to that, so. Mental leadership bonuses don't really help us, so we're going to put that into weapon. We're going to do bypass perception tests, increases initiative. That's probably good, because then he'll get a chance to go first. Hall is a hall, big or small, that's right. Let me see. Are we at an hour and a half? Okay, we'll do one more. Why not? Oh, I gotta wait.
A new challenge is in sight.
So in addition to these random one-off games, there's also a campaign story arc, but I find that those take an incredibly long amount of time to do. And so I'm going to pass on that for right now.
Just as you were closing to engage a rival warband, the horrific manifestation of the ghostly town crier causes both groups of warriors to flee in terror. As the apparition fades away, your
We're all
warriors
scared, I think.
recover their courage, scattered in their fright.
Okay. Ooh, so now I'm fighting vampire counts. Okay, let's get some bearings here. So just like before, all the weird stones in one big pile. That's a positive. The problem is that so are all of us. Okay. Now, one thing that's important about this fighting vampires is that you can kill all the little guys you want. It doesn't matter. They'll never break because of that. They don't count towards the bravery, basically. There's no negative penalty for killing zombies. They don't care about them. So I got to kill the vampire to basically win-win. And so what I'm going to do is basically move towards and encircle the vampire and have just a guy or two run and stuff his pockets full of weird stone. That's my plan. So which one is he? He's this guy. I actually kind of wanted him to be the one who was stuffing his pockets. Let's see if we can cut through here. Definitely want the cluster.
Objectives updated.
Meanwhile, locked away, it's nice to listen to you while I put my Slanesh away into a new glass cabinet. Sweet! That's awesome. What kind of Slanesh did you like? Did you go Demon heavy? Did you go Slaves to Darkness heavy with Slanesh stuff? Like, what's your brand of Dark Prince?
Objectives updated.
And there's my cart right there. So if he lasts one turn, I'm going to go dump it off, basically. I don't think I want to put him in ambush mode because then he'll get pulled into combat, so. Leader boy, you're back here hanging out with the zombie and the vampires around the corner, but ooh. What do we got here? $1. There's literally just someone left with $1. That's lame. Okay. Yes, now I just gotta spin around the block. I didn't get very far. We're gonna buff his weapons just in case. And in case the vampire comes down to attack him, I have this guy here who can intercept. This guy's pretty much free. You can see around that corner a little bit better. Oh, that's weird. So he engaged me, but he didn't actually, like, swing at me. Up. Yes! Punched a vampire. Oh god, he got me back good. Never mind. I retract my my earlier excitement. Okay, new plan. Everyone kill the vampire as quick as possible, and then maybe on the way in grab some weird stone that is now being defended by a zombie. Oh, that's a hell of a drop. Yeah, he's having some trouble. There's there's a tough barrier right there to get over, so it's he's kind of just is where he is. And that puts him in the same corner as the zombie, so it gives him a tough choice. Yeah. Oh, I guess this guy's a living, so he does count towards bravery, but... Oof. Oh man, I forgot he readied himself, but I couldn't get any ore anyway, so. Ooh. Okay, so well, no, I can't say that all ambushes have been triggered because he's got 2 free guys dead ahead. Where's my elite dude? He's up fighting the ghoul. Okay. Yeah, we gotta have more people fighting the vampire. He's the key. Plus, if we kill him, then I can move my boss, and then I can actually make it to the cart that's right behind him and offload some of the weird stone. Let's see. Oh. Oh, I killed my leader. Let's see how that affects me going forward. That was a good fight, though. Okay. This is still totally winnable. But I kind of need to... Oh, man, they're just dominating that center area. That's a super smart move. Need to free up my... That sucks. All my chumps are left fighting the vampire. Okay. Problem is, the second I jump down, that dude he set up to ambush is gonna snag me, and that sucks. But I don't really have much of a choice. Oh wait, he didn't. Okay, cool. Then there is hope left in the world. Good. There we go. Now his leader's almost dead. I love the vampire with just this huge claymore, just like. Okay. Still sitting pretty. There's my guy who had all the weird stone.
Objectives.
I don't lose it technically yet. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Do it. Yes! Yep. I say either I was going to get the ambush charge or I was going to go straight into combat with one of those two guys. That's alright.
A new round has started.
And they failed because their vampire lord ran away. So I did win. Didn't walk away with as much weird stone as I wanted.
Ambition serves you well. The Shadow Lord will reward you greatly for your skill and loyalty.
Let's see how that panned out for us. He's got a twitch. It takes 3 days to recover from a twitch. Are you kidding me?
Nice progress.
But he did level up, so that's good. And you can buy more than one leader. You just can only ever have one at a time on the battlefield. Man, all these guys are like out for 4 days. One cluster, 2 fragments. Alright, let's go pay him. It's a bummer. I don't really want to lose 2 days. What do we got in reserve? Let's see. We're going to fire this guy, Radley. That's alright, so we need to hire a new hero. And I actually have the money to buy another level 1 hero. Which I'm going to do. Because that way, you know, we can alternate them around and not really lose much. And this guy has enough skills to make me really good at some stuff. Nice. Okay, now we gotta get him some skills here. Alright, so here's some ones based on intelligence, which we have kind of our thing. And so you just got to read the descriptions here. Restores 1 offense point that can be used to counterattack. Okay, so you can sacrifice movement and able to get combat points. Increases melee resistance by 5. Okay. I wish Mordheim would come back to the tabletop. Isn't the fantasy equivalent of Necromunda? Yes, it is. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were working on something like that. Increases damage by 15. No, we don't. This is a lot of stuff for like. Let's see. Forgive me, I know this is kind of quiet right now. I'm just kind of reading. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot. I'll actually do that one. Spells. Now. Okay. Well, we know now for next time. We'll buy a spell. Sweet. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll go. One of these guys had a knife last game. That's not acceptable. No one should be rocking around my warband with knives. I think that's the guy I fired. Okay. Let's see. This guy's mutation is 1,000 Eyes. Prevents the use of light and heavy armor. Alright. That makes sense. So he's going to be more dodgy. That's fine. But it grants him more resistance to melee and ranged. So that's cool. That's a good mutation. I'll take it. Does my other guy have a mutation? Nope. Okay, cool. I think we're good to go. Let's see. Vincent asked, would it be possible to make a Warcry supplement? Man, that'd be really rough. Because at that point, you would have to like rework the system from the ground up, basically. Because there's so many more stats in Mordheim than there ever were in Warcry. I mean, like, the framework of the game absolutely, like in terms of the board space and the terrain and how many models you use, yes. Yes, it's all there. But the amount of work that they would have to write in, they might as well just relaunch the entire thing. Don't forget to spend your skill points. Thank you. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's right. It is. Yeah, I don't, let me check. Yeah, I have these points, but not the actual, like, skills points yet. Make him a better caster. Nothing. I like to go with agility because dodging attacks is super nice. Yeah, I think we're good. Mordheim is a lot more complicated. Yeah. It was. It had a lot more of that crunch to it. All right. We're good to go. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and leave it off here, friends. But hey, thanks for joining me. It's been fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I see I got like 50 viewers right now. This is really, frankly, it's a very nice break for me. So I was kind of thinking of making a weekly schedule and sticking to it so y'all can join me at your leisure, where I do game streams twice a week. So that's Blood Bowl, Total War, Mordheim. I'm going to get Underworlds tonight, and then I got to relearn the rules before I jump into that one on stream. So I'm not like just trying to read that kind of stuff. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this, and that you want to keep tuning in and checking out. Let me know if you'd like to see something different like that. And friends, have yourselves a wonderful day, and I will catch all of you very soon. What is it, tomorrow? Tomorrow's a video on Ironweld Arsenal, and then a bunch of streaming because I was supposed to be Adepticon. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thank you guys, and I will catch you next time.